This is, let's call this a holiday special, which is really a euphemism for a lower production lesson of mine. There's not going to be any fancy audio or anything, although I am using my new camera. Let's see how that goes today. And you'll also notice I'm wearing this Christmas jumper. Hopefully it doesn't date the video. I tell you what it does do, it makes me very warm, because here in the southern hemisphere, it's summer. So this really makes no sense. Frosty, snowy looking trees don't make any sense. Lots of things don't make sense and aren't going to make sense about this video. I'm going to be teaching you what I just played, well, a chunk of what I just played. So it's Cannonball Rag, the sort of Chet Atkins, Merle Travis tune, but it's a version sort of put together by me to make things a little bit easier for you, because I want to halve your work. That's what's happening here. I'm halving your work. I don't know why I said that like that, but what I've actually done is I've made the first two chords that you see being played. I've actually made everything the same for the second two bars or second two chords as well. So if you can hang in there and learn these first two chords and the pattern that goes with it, you just get to move it all back, and it gives you a nice little riff to play in cycles rather than half a little cycle. So that was my idea for this one, sort of something very challenging, but maybe knowing that you've got half the work to do than what you might have thought, maybe that will encourage you to have a go. I'm going to break it down. I have put the transcription on my Patreon for the members. If you're not a member, consider joining if you like rockabilly, swing, jazz, country, Chet picking, solo guitars, all that sort of stuff. And by the way, check out my new solo guitar channel, please. I'll put that in the link too. That's just for arrangements. If it's something you're into, check it out, okay? If you're not into it, please hang about here, grab your guitar, let's get to work. And one last thing before I do, I'm so sorry, Andre C. Setion, Maria Pereira, D Star 4 and Graves, Underhill 138. Thank you for joining the Patreon, guys. I really appreciate it. Let's start the lesson. So, what we're going to do, we're going to start with this bit. So, I put my third finger on the 7th fret of the 5th string, just like that. We get our thumb pick, rested on the 5th string. This is a Black Mountain pick, by the way. Rested on the 5th string, like that. And we play this E7 chord. So 7 on the 5th string, 6 on the 4th string with the 2nd finger, that's a G sharp there. Pinky on the D here on the 3rd string, 7th fret. And first finger on the E, which is the 5th fret, 2nd string. Okay, so that's like a C7, just up at the 7th fret makes it an E7. We pick the 5th string on its own. Then we pick the 4th and the 2nd string together, just like that. Then I bring the 3rd finger to the 6th string and I pick down on the 6th string with the thumb pick. Okay, and then, let's make sure the volume's up there. We pick the 3rd string with the 1st finger and we bring the pick down onto the 4th string. So that would feel very disjointed. Work through that really slow. It's going to feel terrible to begin with. You'll feel like you can't play it. But if you do it, once you get a bit of momentum about it, it will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very challenging to bring that finger over. I know that's challenging. I hope I mentioned that. We bring that finger over to the 7th fret on the 6th string. I don't think I did, but bring the 3rd finger over. Yeah, I think I did actually. Okay, it's all this Christmas chaos. Okay, it's making life a little bit challenging for my brain, obviously. So, guys, that's the first bar. You're a quarter of the way there, okay? Even if you learn that and come back to the video. So, bar 2, we pick the 5th string and the 1st string together. We pick the 4th string. We use our 1st finger to play the 3rd string. We bring the 3rd finger to the 7th fret on the 6th string. We use our 3rd finger to play the 1st string open. And then we use our thumb to play the 4th string. So if I play that 2nd bar really slow, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Notice I don't move this finger until I need to. Once it's on that note up here, leave it there till we need it. Makes more sense to your brain, okay? I think I played that wrong. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so that's your first 2 bars. I'm going to play the first 2 bars now. I'll do it even slower. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pinch. 2 and 3 and 4. I always think of this stuff as pinches and rolls, because we're either playing with the melody, or we're playing, like we're playing with the thumb, I should say, or we're rolling and alternating between thumb and various fingers. So that's the first 2 bars. You're halfway there, okay? Because when we do the second lot of chords, everything's going to be the same. We've just shifted it back. So. Now, this next chord, we go to this A7. You've got a couple options here. You can hook the thumb on the 5th fret. You can put your first finger on the 5th fret of the 4th string. We don't need to play anything on the 5th string because we're going to change our pattern slightly to a more Merle Travis pattern instead of a Chet style. And I'm going to bar my first finger. I like using the thumb. It feels kind of good. So we pick that, or you can bar right across if you don't like using your thumb, okay? But the main notes that we're hitting here, 5 on the 6th string, 5 on the 4th string, 6 on the 3rd string, and I'm barring my first finger across so I can get that, the 5th fret on the 2nd string, which is an E, and the 5th fret on the 1st string, which is an A. So that looks like this. So 1, so we pick the 6th string, and I wouldn't even worry about this 2nd finger yet because we're going to hammer it on. So we pick the 6th string, that's beat 1. Then on beat 2, you can actually push the pick a little harder and hit the 4th and the 3rd string together. So 1, 2, like that, 1, 2. Then we hammer the 2nd finger, 1, 2, and bring the thumb back to the 6th string. Then your 2nd finger will pull up on the 2nd string. And then you pick the 4th string like that. So that's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Let's do that again. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And then the second part of the A7 bars, so this is bar 4, we pinch the 6 in the 1st string, then pluck the 4th string, 1st finger pulls up on the 3rd string, thumb plays the 6th string, 2nd finger plays the 2nd string, thumb picks the 4th string. Okay, so the second bar, so pinch, roll through the notes. Just take your time. If it takes you a month to learn this, who cares? It's such a great little tune, and you know, it's a lot more impressive playing that in a guitar store instead of some, for example, Taylor Swift, or a little less common, for example, than Hotel of California or something like that. Great song, don't get me wrong, but it's a great thing to be able to do. So everything put together really slow. And then I did nothing different. All I did was the same things, but from the 5th fret. So we went, so we start from a D7, so D, which is fret 5 on the A string, F sharp there, which is fret 4 on the 4th string, pink on the 5th fret, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret. You get the idea. It's exactly the same chord. It's a D7, so we were playing E7 before, we're now playing a D7, and then we're going to the G7 type chord, or you might be barring it. Okay, so I'm not going to teach that to you. You've already learnt it, just move it back. But what I will do is just play through it nice and slow for you one more time. Okay, just like that. Do it really slow, even slow it sounds great. Try and get a groove. Made a mistake trying to do it really slow and then really fast. You get the idea. So that's it, guys. Have a go at that. Let me know in the comments how you go. If you've got any questions, what you like about it, what you don't like about it, what you think of this sweater, as you guys call it. Although I got to say, well, when I say you guys, I mean Americans, but I have to say, this time of the year, it's a sweater. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I'll work on the next part. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for the support. See you guys on YouTube later on, and on Patreon, and in the new year. See you later, guys.